Third century in the history of KKR. And
first at the Eden.
First McCullum,
Venkatesh
followed
Iyer.
by Venkatesh Iyer, and third in Sunil Narine. That has taken them to 2-3. On most days, you'd be happy with 2-3. But I'm guessing, I have a feeling that KKR fans would feel that there are 15-20 runs short from where they were. I think 16th over, you're sitting on 184. 4 overs, 50 runs is par today.
Yeah.
4 overs, 50 runs. That should have been 234, 35. So about 10-15 runs. What they should have got with so many wickets in hand, probably even more than that, they haven't reached that. But I'd love to know from KKR fans. We have 2 in the house.
No, I agree. I think where you were, you got pegged back, and this is no criticism on the batters. I think you have to give the bowlers their due here. They bowled very, very well. Starting off with that one nice little tailing and Yorker from Trent Bolt. Once he got rid of Narine, then after that, a lot of them were playing catch-up, all looking to hit big, which means you're either going to have someone get a quick-fire 30, or you'll have multiple dismissals, which is what happened. Unfortunate, but I'm glad that no one really looked to stick around. At the stage you were at, made no sense sticking around, not also considering the fact that you had a very deep batting lineup. Having said that, 223, I'd still take it. It's a good
You will take it. What do you predict? You will
I predict 210-12 times.
You will
It's
take
actually
it.
10 runs over what I predicted.
You will take it because it's much more than you predicted. What did you predict?
205 to 2.
Shivam
You
saying
have
that
also
the mic
taken-
needs to be right here because we're not audible
What
otherwise.
did you predict?
I went with 186, I think.
195.
So I went with 198.
Yeah.
So all of us would take it, right?
Yeah.
In that sense, nobody had predicted this sort of a total. So all of us are going to take it. But the question is it good enough? And we'll get to that question a little later. Before that, Sunil Narine, 109, outstanding innings, and he just simplified batting, and that's what they say, that whenever a batter makes batting look easy, that in itself is a test of the inning. So if he's made it look very easy, that means it's been a phenomenal inning, and that's what he did. Watching him bat, most of you watching it on TV at home, people, in the ground would have thought, oh, batting is so easy, I could even do that. All you need to do is just time it. And that in itself is a yardstick or a measurement of the greatness of an inning, and it is one of the finest knocks probably played in the IPL, not by Sunil Narine, not by KKR overall,
Ever.
but because of the ease with which he was batting. My only criticism for Rajasthan Royals is that I think that any team allowing Sunil Narine to get 209 have not done justice to the bowling resources that they have. Taking nothing away from Sunil Narine, he is there, he'll give you good starts. But when that, and before he got out, that Yorker that was bowled, before that I was thinking, why don't you get a good fast bowler? A good fast bowler with a good pacey Yorker or a couple of short balls should have sorted him out. Like a batter of Sunil Narine's capabilities, as good as he is, should have no business smashing you for 109. And if he's done it, then apart from his own talent and his, application aside, it's the bowling lineup that has goofed up on the day.
It's the captaincy. I think because again, I remember when they brought in Ashwin, my first thought was, oh, this is a risk. Because I didn't know the exact numbers, but I know that historically Ashwin, the bowler, has never fared well against Narine, the batter. And then they showed the stats. Prior to this innings, and this is before he tongued him for whatever runs he did, Narine had a strike rate of 272 against Ashwin. In all these years, Ashwin's only dismissed him once.
But they had no option.
They
That's
had
the
no
problem with
option,
Rajasthan. They don't go.
They don't
with
have any
multiple
other bowlers.
This is where the one-dimensional nature of and lack of flexibility in the Rajasthan Royals bowling has hurt you, because he weathered the initial storm. You look at the power play; it wasn't a blazing KKR start.
It wasn't.
He weathered that, but then you realize, okay, Bolt and Avesh did bowl through in that power play. But then you realized, damn, now I have to go back to the spinners. And Kuldeep Sen, unfortunately, is still not that experienced to tackle a Sunil Narine. So those three bowlers, look at it, 13.5 and 12.2. Despite the onslaught, because there was no flexibility, because there was no other option.
And you denied yourself.
They do have options. Why could you not have bowled a Rahman Pal? one over just changed
Or Riyan
things up. Or no, Riyan Parag against this Sunil Narine would have been signing your death note.
Even a
Sorry.
Rodman Powell.
No, Rodman.
How does Papal give more hope?
I'm not saying he gives much hope. I'm just saying it's something
Better
different.
option.
It's a different option at the very least. Try something different. Ashwin 2 overs in was looking like a sitting duck against Narayan and was constantly targeting one thing. Darted wide, was giving away extras at 9 wides from Ravi Ashwin. When do you see that happen? He was clearly rattled. And not just rattled, only bowling to a very one-dimensional plan. Keep it wide. At times, he was even keeping it wide and Narayan was not game for 6 anyway.
That's a lot of extras, by the way. 21 extras, of which 13 are wides.
Yeah.
The margins in T20 cricket are so fine, and this is you could say that it's the kind of surface which has runs to offer, because not just Narayan. You look at somebody like Shreyas Iyer, Rinku as well. See, 9 or 20. You spend some time, you can get some runs, and perhaps things ease. Because credit to, by the way, just want to add what Nikhil pointed out about that innings from Sunil Narine. He was 12 of 12 at one point. It then progressed to 30 of 18, and then of course once the confidence was there, he then did not look back. But this was an innings I would put even ahead of the one that you saw against the Delhi Capitals, where, if you ask me, he looked far more daunting because he had that gung-ho approach from the word go. This time around, he grew in confidence. The conditions to start with, the ball wasn't coming easily onto the bat. You saw a couple of times swing and miss. But then after he got those couple of boundaries, and when Ashwin came into play, I think that's where momentum really shifted. But are these enough runs? I think they are.
It
Think
isn't
they are.
just
We'll
enough.
get to that. We'll get to that.
Think that.
On Narine. Yes.
Yeah, I was just saying today he batted very unlike Sunil Narine. He batted sensibly in the mid overs. He was, not trying to hit every ball. The point which you raised was, Ashwin came in first over, he was strong, and because they don't have any options, they continued with Ashwin and he again got smacked. They could have tried a Rodman Powell for an over or two, because he was getting smashed and Chahal got smacked. What these 9 wides were, because he was trying to bowl straighter outside of that was wide, and even Narayan, couple of times took a step ahead and also smacked over backward point and over the straighter sixes. So that was a problem. I think Ashwin didn't know what to do in front of
My point is, why is he retired from T20 cricket?
Maybe the West Indies didn't really reach out to him prior, because I think the last international he's played would have been in, I think 2019-20, if I'm not mistaken. He hasn't played an international in forever.
The same central contracts issue that the West Indies are having.
2019.
East India.
Yeah, but it's not cast in stone now. If you're a West Indian.
No, but he's retired now.
But so what? Not cast in stone.
He's confirmed it to the man whose IPL career he destroyed.
He can unretire.
Of course he could.
Exactly my point. It's not like you signed the sale deed and you sold the house.
And also, you have to look at who's the alternative opener that West Indies have right now at the top of the order. It's Brandon King. I mean,
Test cricketer.
Imagine if you had a Narine. Imagine if you had a Narine in home conditions, giving you 2, 3, 4 overs of spin as well. And again, I know we've talked about it a lot. Narine.
Who's their captain?
Robman.
Yeah.
Seeing this knock, if I'm Robman, I'm dodging his DMs.
Yeah, I am doing that. If I'm Rodman Powell, I'm
Spamming
after
him.
this game is done, whatever be the result, win or loss, I'm sitting down with Sunil Narine saying, hey,
How are you?
how are you? I know you retired because you need to earn money from T20 franchise cricket, and there is a bit of politics that happens in West Indies cricket board. Okay, you stay retired, just unretire, play the T20 World Cup, go back to
Do what Moeen Ali did for the Ashes.
Exactly. What Stokes did to Moeen Ali.
Lol.
I was about to say that only. Yeah.
Ashes question mark. So he could.
Yeah.
After this match, he could sit on the ground and ask, Narine to unretire. But by the way, Russell also returned. Russell was not playing much of international
But he wasn't
cricket.
retired.
No,
That's the difference.
I know that, but he was not playing much international cricket prior to this T20 World Cup. He also returned. So by the same logic, Narine can also unretire.
And if he does come back, then West Indies can thank Gautam Gambhir, because I'm guessing you also have to thank Gautam Gambhir, because that, even though hasn't been said openly that he's the guy who's got him to open.
I mean, see,
But it's not-
it has been
No,
said.
has somebody said it? I mean, of course we
Previously.
know it has happened, because the
Sunil
fact
has said
that
it.
No,
17.
earlier, yes.
Yeah. Sunil Narine has said it previously that when he started off because he did well in the BBL, so they saw that and they're like, why don't you try doing that? Even this year, I mean, it's pretty.
No, this year have they said it?
No, they haven't said
We
it.
are doing 2+2, which is that, see, he was the one who initiated Sunil Narine to do that earlier. And then when he was gone, you were not using him like that. Previous regime also wasn't using him just like that. When Chandrakant Pandit was there, yet you weren't using him. Suddenly he comes back and Narine goes back. That can't be a coincidence. So
No.
clearly, I mean, he is the one who's responsible. And I think just as we criticize coaches and mentors and backroom staff for the blunders that they make, you need to also compliment for that. And I think Gautam Gambhir, surely, and by the way, it wouldn't have been an easy decision because it happened so many years ago just to have him back. Is he the same player? He's clearly not. His age, those reflexes, while bowling you could still do because he's a spinner, that fitness doesn't come into it, but your reflexes as a batter to continue to do that, he's been able to do it. So kudos to Gigi.
And actually, if you're looking at it, I know we've talked about this a lot, but the transformation of Sunil Narine from being one of the most devastating spinners to being probably one of the better all-rounders, nothing short of remarkable. And I'll highlight it with just one thing. Today is 16th April. Go back 11 years, 16th April 2013. Sunil Narine gets a hat-trick against the Punjab Kings, then known as the Kings 11 Punjab. He gets a hat-trick.
And Venkatesh Iyer scored century.
13 years back?
Yeah, 2023.
I'm talking
Last-
2013.
The same date though.
The same date.
Same date he's saying.
Right.
Same
Actually,
date
both
he's
of the-
saying.
Both of the centuries came
That's interesting. He's right. 16th April. It's a good date for KKR.
And after 16
IPL,
years,
those
he
governing
got a
council.
centurion at the Eden.
No, a message to the governing council. Please don't have KKR play on 16th of April. Please.
There's something good in that day.
That's coming from all IPL franchises. Don't have a game for them then.
It's his career best score and a century coming from a bowler Sunil Narine who can, a devastating spinner. I'm saying that's a bonus. Any team would want a player like him in there.
Can't even call him a bowler anymore. This man. In fact, someone asked me a very pertinent question upstairs, and I'll pose it to you all. And I gave an answer, and I'll pose that answer as well. They asked me, "Is Sunil Narine a batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder?"
Bowling out.
Bowling.
Bowling.
But I think it depends on the kind of impact he has on the day.
But I mean this season. But when you look at a player, you
Overall,
look at
he's a bowling
mentality,
all-rounder.
and so he has to be a bowling all-rounder. That's
But on some days, my God, his batting is more destructive.
And I think,
And he's not done.
It's like Rohit Sharma in his younger days picked up those
Hat-tricks.
and whatever. You wouldn't have
Everybody
made him
stopped
for-
bowling.
But that season, if you'd asked him he's a batting all-rounder or bowling all-rounder, you'd have still called him a
Batting
all-rounder.
all-rounder.
Similarly, he had a good season with the ball.
Good
But
3 seasons. actually.
but he would still be a batting order. Similarly with Sunil Narine, he can have a season or two which will be good with the bat, and so that's why he earns the tag all-rounder, but still remains a bowling.
He's a bowling.
And also rarity. He's always been a pinch hitter type, right? Currently third in the orange cap standings. That's a rarity.
By the way, that's a rarity that's dominated by all Indian batters. The only West Indian
And of
is
Indian
also-
origin
comes into that is Sunil Narine.
is Mr. Sunil Philip Narine. That's actually his middle name.
You see, and he's, he's not Narayan. I keep listening to.
Yeah.
Narine.
He's
Narine.
Sunil Narine.
Sunil Narine.
Not Narine.
Not Narine.
See, it is like Permal. Veerasamy Pemal. It's Permal. That's the way it is.
or
That's
Tej
second.
Narine.
I think that.
Tej Narayan, Shiv Narayan, Tej, Tag Narayan.
Shiv Narayan is to Narayan proper. The spelling itself is Narayan.
No, it's N-A-R-I-N-E,
N-A-R-I-N-E.
same as the Sunil Narine spelling.
Yes.
Shiv Narine.
Even
Shiv
Tej
Narayan,
Narayan,
yeah.
but it is T-A-G-E.
Which
T-A-G-E,
actually is different.
yeah.
Tej Narayan.
Tag Narine.
Tag
Okay,
Narine.
you want to change your predictions? You, the two KKR fans went with KKR.
I had predicted KKR.
You had predicted. You and I are the only
I'm
ones who went
changing.
for it.
I'm changing.
That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, cricketing mind now tells you that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for Rajasthan to win, Butler has to come to the
And
party.
Jaiswal has to go
Jaiswal
crazy.
last year in Eden got the
2020.
fastest.
See,
50.
I mean, obviously, logic would tell me also to change. But then there should be somebody supporting.
No, see,
opposition.
KKR will not make that blunder though. They opened with Nitish Rana as a bowler.
But why? Because Nitish Rana was the captain.
Exactly. So they won't make that blunder. This
Obviously,
time.
because he's not even in the 11th poor guy.
Shreyas Iyer will not bowl then.
No.
He won't open the bowling. So.
So they brought in Vaibhav
Vaibhav Arora. Yeah, I think, see, looking at the spinners, they have had an economy of 12 and 13. I don't think they'll
Yes,
risk
I don't
any
think the
spinner.
pitch has much of a spin. It's
Yeah.
a sticky wicket slightly at the start.
Slightly
I think that would have eased out by now. And I think, Webber under lights, maybe we can get some
Yeah.
movement. That would be the hope.
Also interesting to see how Sunil Narine will bowl. Both the spinners of KKR, how will they bowl as compared to Ashwin and Chahal?
See, a Chakravarti will get hit, but a Narine 4 overs for 20 or 4 overs for 19. That is the zone at this point in time.
Okay, let's take a few questions. Dhanush says Shreyas Iyer is Temba Bavuma for KKR.
Oh no, very unfair. He went for a big shot. He got out. See, this is when I say the poor guy, sometimes he can't win. He'll play aggressively, they'll be like, why didn't he play smart? He plays smart, he'll be like, why didn't he play aggressive? Pick your fights, yeah. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yikes, that's...
He's not doing anything. He's
But
not
then,
having it or eating.
You
No,
should,
I'm talking about fans.
I'm saying
Shreyas.
you,
that was a
you
harmless
should take the compliment because that guarantees you qualifier to finish at least. Going by how
To
the
be
World Cup.
fair, Temba Bavuma was part of Sunrisers Eastern Cape. I'll take that omen.
So Rakesh Bhushan is saying Hardik credits MSD quoting there is a man behind the stumps telling CSK to what to do. He forgets he too has a man parallel to stumps and mid on mid off, but he prefers to send him on boundary line instead.
Oh, what emotional spiel Rakesh has given.
I know.
But I think he does consult Rohit Sharma.
A lot.
And even if somebody has gone into the boundary line, does not necessarily mean.
It's not demeaning.
Not demeaning, it does not also necessarily mean you're not consulting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people look at it very negatively that you sent a veteran or, you know.
That was the
Oh,
reason. Because
it's-
Rohit who never fielded in the deep. He always fielded in
See
a
also,
inside.
plus you tend to keep the senior players inside.
Inside-
Unless they are outstanding fielders.
Yeah.
Like a Virat
Virat
Kohli or
Kohli.
whatever, then you send them there. They are very quick. But usually you keep them inside. So yeah.
And Rohit was quite literally caught with his pants down while fielding in the deep. So,
We have seen
That
Virat.
was commitment.
I'm not taking anything away from him.
But even then, you know, not doubting his commitment, we've seen it multiple times now in the outfield, which is something which we hadn't seen in the last 7, 8, 10 years now. But I would still have as captain, if I were in some parallel world, I would have Rohit Sharma inside the ring.
Correct.
I think there are other players who offer me much more agility. I am not doubting his commitment, but I think I can get much more from some of the younger members.
That is why you just answered your own question. You say it's not demeaning. That's why people are looking at that.
Yes.
Like that.
Same example, Nikhil Bhai, don't take it otherwise. Nikhil Bhai can feel anywhere. When we play, he can feel
I only
anywhere.
feel at the
boundary.
Yeah, he can feel anywhere. You can put him anywhere. He will not say, I'm a senior
No,
player of the
I
team.
go
Just
to the boundary.
I'll just feel.
That's a not fair
He never
comparison.
picks-
You mostly feel
he
that
never,
anyway.
he never choose his spot. He can feel anywhere.
Yeah,
he
I'm
can
happy
put
for
him
the team's
anywhere.
cause, yeah. To do for the
Go
team's
there, go here. No. He will not say I'm senior player. I will stand out here only.
No gardens.
Yeah.
No garden.
No gardens.
Rakesh Bhushan.
When took Tongs as per his will, why on earth we defend Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma strike rate? Quoting pitch becomes slow, they have to carry the team, etc. etc. They are not T20 batter, they play for reputation. Don't go hammers and tongs, simple as that. Again, some emotions from Rakesh Bhushan.
Siddharth hasn't spoken in a long time. Go for
Well,
it.
that's
Siddharth.
okay. I mean, I agree with whatever he has said.
I mean,
Nothing more to add.
I was actually making a little fun of RCB fans and MI fans upstairs saying, look, my opener gets 149 balls.
Oh, 200 strike rate.
Yeah.
तुम्हारा opener slow है.
हमारा ओपनर स्लो है क्या? So that iconic ad.
तेरा साबुन
तेरा
slow है.
साबुन slow है
ए
क्या?
बंटी.
Bunty.
Okay, game started. We will take your leave. As usual, longer show is at the end. That's when we'll try and take all your questions. Piyush Nandre, your title of Paul the Octopus has been taken away. 182.
By Ashish Dhar, by the way, who had predicted 225. Very close.
Closest, yeah.
Good on you, Ashish.
Yep, indeed.
But I agree with Sarat Chandra Yalamarti. Rinku deserves more balls.
But again,
Arey Raghuvanshi se pehle send Russell.
but Raghuvanshi has been getting new runs there.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Can't help it.
Come on. No,
You-
you have to
I-
earn. You have to earn.
No,
that
we'll have this debate later on because I heard Harsha Bhokle say the same thing on air and I didn't really agree with it because again, by that logic, then everyone should be a middle order batter.
Okay, post match we'll have it again.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Hopefully after a dance.
Oh, Shane's
Come
pumped.
back post match show if you want to see Shane dance.
Yeah.
Conditional.
Dance
You may
show.
joke.
Yeah.
Dance show.
Two KKR fans. Why?
He'll dance.
But I'm the dancer.
He will play the dhol.
I like how Shane's taking ownership over here.
No,
I'm the dancer.
Hands down.
What song though, Shane? A little teaser. What song?
The KKR anthem.
How will dance?
Huh?
Why not? There's a nice little dance that goes along with it also. I happen to know
Okay.
it. So.
We can't play it though.
No, we can't. No problem. You guys can just sing it.
we'll play-
It's not
we'll-
that hard.
Last time we played Jhume Jo Pathan.
No, we didn't.
We did?
No, we didn't. I was doing the steps.
Oh,
then we
yeah,
used to
yeah,
post it later
yeah.
on. Copyrights, my friend.
Put on the screen, yeah. Just so that Shane could get the
So
moves
he
right.
can dance. We can play the song here. We can mute our mics and then we can come back and.
Well,
we'll-
actually,
we'll
let
begin-
them win the match
Yeah,
first.
They're winning. They're winning.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
राजस्थानी किसी सॉन्ग पे बैठ के
नहीं
Bihu.
No. Bye bye.
Bye bye.